Welcome to Colombia! Today I present you the best travel tips and destinations for couples. Hello wonderful people all over the world! Thank you for tuning in. My name is Frank, I'm Swiss and I came to Colombia in 2015 and I run a travel agency out of Bogota. And today I have a special occasion I have to celebrate! Yoo-hoo! 20 years ago on the 3rd of January I went to the town of Chamblon. This is in the French part of Switzerland to get into the officer school École d'Officier d'Infanterie Chamblon. And this is the jacket we have from 20 years ago. And here also you still can see École d'Officier d'Infanterie Chamblon. So a warm hello to all my fellow officers in Switzerland, especially the ones who went to Chamblon, who was recognized as the hardest, toughest officer school in Switzerland. So now let's dive into the topic, because there are many couples that want to travel to Colombia and you will get the best tips and destinations, of course, from me, from yours Colombiafrank. So let's start. So people who watch my channel frequently, they already know a little bit about the Llanos. I told many stories and I visited the Llanos a lot. There's some great videos, but there is even more. So for couples, we actually have two departments in Colombia where you can go. First, I start with the department of Meta, which is, let's say, touristically a very young department. They're starting now with bird watching, and it's very interesting because they were occupied very long with competent groups, and then they disappeared, and now they're really starting investing in tourism and they have some great destinations. So first of all, I want to tell you about the Eco Hotel. It's called Mojito and I visited it when I started my travel agency. I made my big first trip to the Llanos. We started in Casanare and then went to Meta, and this hotel is a bit of a hassle to get there because you have to drive around 2 hours on unpaved roads, and we also had a flat tire. But the hotel itself, it's great. It's so peaceful. It's in the middle of the Llanos plains and there is no electricity. They have panels, so in the night they have candles everywhere. You have a good standard and you can do horse riding, and there's so much space. And then during rain season also you can take the boat and drive around, and of course you can do the Llano safari with all the animals, with the chigüiros and anacondas and all the birds, and it's a great place. And if you're a couple, check Mojito. Really a great destination, very romantic. And also what you can do in the department of Meta, you can go to, I have to read that, to different rivers, Manasias, Yucao or Meta River, and you find pink river dolphins over there and you even can swim with them. So this is a great destination where you can have some great experiences. And of course also you can go to Casanare. You can go very deep into the Llanos. If you want, you can take a little plane and fly there, and it's very romantic. You can have the life with the cowboys and do horse riding, and by horse you can do the Llano safari with all the spectacular animals everywhere. And you know, Llanos is just, I'm in love with the Llanos. It's just such a great region. And in Casanare you also have some cool hatos. Those are the big cattle ranches. You can do glamping. It's a great destination and you should consider it if you're planning coming to Colombia. And the second one of the list is the city in Colombia where I would say most weddings happen, and even international travelers, they just come to Cartagena to celebrate their wedding. It's such a romantic city. It's called the Pearl of the Caribbean. You have so many good boutique hotels. It's very romantic. You have the Caribbean climate. It's warm and good restaurants and luxury. If you're a couple, you should plan 2 or 3 days. You even can go to the Rosario Islands and maybe in the Hotel Las Islas if you have the pocket money for that. It's a great area, but don't spend like 1 or 2 weeks over there. That's an overkill. It's very romantic, but don't stay for too long. You might get bored. Then also on the Caribbean coast, you have Santa Marta, and close to Santa Marta, you have the Sierra Nevada de Santa Marta. And can you imagine? You have the Caribbean, it's sea level 0, and then you have those mountain ranges going up to over 5,500 meters above sea level, which is in feet like 18,000 feet. And that's incredible. And up there in the Sierra Nevada, you have some great accommodation, you have coffee fincas, you have waterfalls, you can do hiking, you can go bird watching, you can go on night safaris and finding animals like the crystal frog, which you can look through. And this area is so great. It's so peaceful, so romantic, so beautiful. It's stunning. It's one of my favorite regions in Colombia. And this means something because Colombia is so beautiful. Good. And then also very close, La Guajira. If you love the adventure a little bit and you're not too focused on 5-star hotels, then the La Guajira is a very, very interesting destination. It's a desert. You can go to Cabo de la Vela and to Punta Gallinas, the more northernmost point of Colombia, and it's just an incredible adventure. And then also quite new on the list, there is Putumayo. We visited Putumayo a couple of months ago, and it's a department in the south of Colombia, and it's very close to Amazon. So you have a very interesting climate, and there are many waterfalls. It's a great nature destination. There are many rivers, and it's a great area. And they're also now investing into tourism, or getting ready for more and more international travelers. And then also on the list, we cannot miss that out. It's Providencia, the dream Caribbean island of Colombia. And tourism on a very low scale, and you have the sea of the 7 shades of blue, and it's a great diving spot, and it's just a phenomenal destinations. So if you're a couple and you plan traveling around Colombia, maybe Providencia could be like the last couple of days, like the cherry on top of the cake. And then also a very interesting destination, El Choco. It's the whole department along the Pacific coast, and you have a town which is called Nuki, which is a little touristy. And then from Nuki you have about 30 minutes boat ride. There's a beach with some hotels, and there's the Hotel El Cantil Eco Lodge. And Pacific coast, and that hotel, incredible. And even if you decide going there, check between June and November, because then there is the whale watching season, and combining this fantastic nature destination with whale watching, you will never forget that trip. Then also what we need to have is Bogota, because Bogota has everything. You have good restaurants, good hotels, fantastic nightlife, shopping, culture, museums. If you come to Colombia, you should not miss out Bogota. And as a couple, I'm sure you're going to enjoy that city a lot, because it's really great. And you can stay here for 1 week, it will not get boring. And then last on the list, Cali. But this is a little special advice, because as a couple, you will need love to dance because Cali is the capital, the world capital of salsa dancing. And if you love dancing, if you love salsa, or you're just open to it, Cali is a great destination. Best salsa classes and schools, best nightlife for salsa. Everything is about salsa in Cali, and I've been there several times. It's a great destination. And on top of that, great Pacific cuisine. Oh, you will not starve in Cali. Food is just great. So that's it for today. Thank you for tuning in. You will find more information down in the description section. I hope you leave any comments and hit the like button. That's good for the algorithm. I hope to see you soon here back on my channel, or even better, here in Colombia. See you soon. All the best from Bogota. Yours, Colombiafrank.